Hi everyone, so today I'm back. I'm here in the central station of Rio de Janeiro, Estação Central. It's here in the middle of downtown, and I came here because I want to make a visit for you guys. It's a very special visit. It's going to be a visit of the oldest favela of Rio de Janeiro and of Brazil. It's called Providência, like Providência Favela, and this is the closest station, so I'm now walking there. This is like the end of the station. The favela is right there, like on the hill, you know. And for these visits, I have a friend, an old friend from university, that is going to... He's living there, and he's going to make like a visit for us and explain us some stuff. So it looks like this. When you're out of the station, I think it's the other side, there is like plenty of like markets, you know, stuff to sell, like cheap food, cheap snacks, like clothes. The tram is also coming here actually. So yeah, as I said, they're selling like all type of clothes here. This is like where you can get like cheaper stuff, you know. Downtown is always like where you can get the cheaper stuff, like tennis. Some girl doing her nails here, like clothes, you know. Everything you get here is like half price of when you go to like south area of Rio de Janeiro. Look, these guys having snacks. So the favela is like up there. I don't know if you can see it, like up on the hill. Some sexy stuff. Woo. Bikini. And I'm going to take like a moto taxi, you know, so it's like this motorbike that drives you like up the hill. This is very common in Brazil because, as I said before, favelas are built on a hill in Brazil, so it's very hard to climb up all the stairs. Like if you have to do this every day, you get like super tired, you know. So there is like people that are working as moto taxi, and you give them like 4 reais, so it's like less than $1, and they drive you up there. So this is what I'm going to do. I think it's over here. Yeah, it's this motorboy is there. And the locals, they use this so much because imagine when you have to like have to like drive up like with all your supermarket things. It's like so bad, you know. So we're heading there. The bikes are here, like driving off.
É ela, ali ela lá, você lá.
Com ele?
Não, agora você. Ó.
Oi. Posso filmar a subida? Ah, valeu, prazer. Eu vou pra praça. Okay, going there. With this bike, and no helmet, of course. I asked him if I could film because we are going into a favela, guys, so it's not like so free to film, but this guy was coming. Some interesting ways to drive, like other side of the road, like car passing. So this is like all the streets that are around, you know, the favela. Like we are really in the middle of the downtown here. Like there is no more central place than here. You know, some places like in the favela where I live, they use helmet, like you cannot drive without helmet, but here I think they just don't care. It's okay though, it's like for 5 minutes, so. tá? Eu tô fazendo tipo um vídeo explicativo sobre aqui. Vou encontrar com um amigo. Okay, I'm looking for my money. Bom dia. Ciao. Guys, I arrived to my destination. Like, I am uphill in the main, like in the main square. I will show you the main square, but like I asked him to bring me to the main square so my friend can meet me here. And wait, let me just stop filming here. Okay guys, I don't want to confuse the local people here because I'm not with my friend yet, so people cannot identify me. So especially because I'm speaking English, you know, I don't want to film anyone and offend anyone. So this is the view we get from the main square. There is like a telepheric thing here. It was like, it's arriving here actually. And I think it was built during the Olympic Games of Rio de Janeiro like some years ago, but it was only working when the tourists were here. Nowadays the locals don't use this anymore, like it's closed, you know, and that's a pity because that will help so much the locals, you know. And we can see like the big bridge that is crossing the sea, you know, going to Niterói, like the other side of Rio de Janeiro. And look at these people having their little lunch here. I heard this restaurant is so good, and I think we should just put the terrace here so people can enjoy. Guys, so I am at this bar here, like the bar that is in the main square, you know. And she's the owner of the bar. Oh yeah. And she's like doing this amazing food here. Look at this. This is like beef with potato and like some veggies, farofa. Look at this plate, guys. I'm thinking if I should order something. Maybe after, when my friend comes, I order something and I have lunch here. Let's see. For now, I think I will just take a juice. Tem suco. So I'm waiting for my friend. He said he's going to arrive like now. He's leaving his home. And I took a tea in this bar, you know, just right there. The woman is cooking so delicious food. I swear, it seems so good. And meanwhile, I was told by a girl, like she was very kind, but she kindly told me not to film like inside of there, you know, like going down the street, because this could bring trouble somehow. So I will not take the risk, you know. I will just like go with my friend and do what he thinks is best, you know, because I don't want to like make people uncomfortable by filming, you know, if they don't want to be filmed, or you know, there are some stuff maybe that are going on here that shouldn't be filmed. So that's it. So guys, I met with my friend already. What's up? Hey. Hi. He's like Wesley. He's going to be my guide today, like showing me around. So first we are going to like a viewpoint that is like upstairs. We're like climbing so big stairs here. Por que tá tudo pintado aqui?
Foi pela Copa, né? E a galera sempre pinta aqui pra dar um ar de beleza a mais na favela, né?
Sim. So like the stairs are all like painted here. I'm going to translate what Wesley is saying because he doesn't speak English. So I hope it's okay for you to understand. But he said like during the World Cup they painted all the stairs here. And you know, they're always trying to make it like so colorful and beautiful in the community. So more stairs to climb, as always in Rio de Janeiro. You always guys see me climbing stairs. So we're like up the stairs, arriving to the square. Look at the view. We can see like all downtown of Rio here, guys. It's so nice view again. So this favela was built more or less in the 18th century, and it was like the first favela to be built like ever.
Aqui dá pra ver, ó, dá pra ter uma boa visão da cidade, entendeu?
Sim. Você mora aqui faz quanto tempo?
Eu moro aqui há 4 anos mais ou menos.
Que isso?
So he's living here like since 4 years. Wow, look at this, guys. This view is so crazy. Every time you climb on a hill in Rio de Janeiro, you get like a different perspective of everything. And I literally never saw Rio de Janeiro from this view. Here we have like all the trains, like there, you know. O que tá lá embaixo, tudo destruído?
E ali é uma antiga empresa de ônibus, né? Tá desocupada no momento. Por isso que tá muita carcaça, né? Ali é a continuação da Providência ainda, né? Que vai até lá
Sim.
próximo a Brasil lá.
So this like even is like still the favela, like on this hill, and here is a former factory that is like not occupied right now, and it's like so abandoned like this. But this place is so good to, you know, vibe like during weekend. Okay, so Wesley, my friend, told me that there is like more than 50,000 people that are actually living in this favela. So this is quite a lot. Like for example, where I live, it's only 2,000 people. It's like a very small favela. But here,
Você já viu a lua?
50,000 is so much what?
A lua? A lua?
A lua?
É.
Que é isso?
Aqui a lua.
Okay. There is like a moon. Look at this thing here.
JR.
Can we climb
fotógrafo.
up there? Dá pra ir lá em cima?
Sim, quando a casa tá aberta, a casa amarela é do fotógrafo do JR.
É do fotógrafo? É de um fotógrafo?
Isso.
Okay, so this house is from like a photographer, and he says when it's open we can climb up there and like reach to this moon, you know, this moon thing. I will try to get like a better angle to show you guys, but it's like a yellow thing in the shape of a moon. O que eu uso pra isso?
Ali é uma casa.
É uma casa?
É, a lua.
Sério?
É
This
um
is like a house, guys.
Você pode vir dormir aí se quiser.
Ninguém tá morando aí?
Não, aí é só tipo assim, você fala que quer dormir lá, aí você paga tipo um hotel e dorme lá.
Sério? Eu quero.
É,
Guys, he's saying that people are renting this moon-shaped thing to like sleep in there. I really want to do this experience. Maybe I will do again and like film a vlog from there, because this is like super high in the, you know, in the sky almost, and it's like a room there. I want to see this. Quando que tá aberto aqui?
é toda segunda-feira, né?
Toda segunda-feira?
Todo dia, né? A partir de segunda-feira.
Ah, okay. So it's only open
Tem
during like
projeto
weekdays.
social também
This big
da
yellow house.
comunidade, né?
Estão fazendo o que lá dentro?
Aí tem tipo ação pra criança, né? Mais pra jovens, né? Tem cursos em geral, né? E até de idiomas também, né? Por exemplo.
Like there is some activities for the youth, you know, in this house, like courses. People can like do social like meetings, this kind of things. So it's
Você
pretty
já viu
cool.
personalidades como Lewis Hamilton?
Lewis Hamilton?
Isso.
Quem que é?
Lewis
Não sei.
Hamilton, piloto de Fórmula 1.
Ah, really? Okay. So he said like Lewis Hamilton, like this Formula 1 driver was there. Por que ele foi lá?
Madonna.
Madonna?
Yeah.
Madonna, guys. Why? Por quê?
Eles vêm visitar, né? Pela história da favela, né?
Sério? O quê?
Primeira favela do Rio, né? Por isso que muita personalidade vem aqui, né?
So he's saying like even Madonna came here to like visit the place, and you know, it's like since it's the most historical favela of Rio de Janeiro, like this kind of people go there to see what it is, you know. Crazy. I wouldn't like imagine that like these so rich people would climb up to a favela just to, you know, see like the historical parts. So now we are back to the main like telepheric thing, Esse teleférico tá fechado desde quando?
Em um ano, vai abrir daqui a 6 meses.
Ah, sério? So there is like a teleferic like driving the people from like so down where I was earlier before I took the moto taxi to here, like this thing. And as I said, it's like closed for now, but now he said it's going to reopen for like the people that are living here in 6 months. So this is a good news because this will help people, you know, when you come back from down there with like grocery shopping, these kind of things. You need the teleferic, you know.
Tem que abaixar a câmera um pouquinho que a gente vai passar num problema lá.
Ok, tá bom.
Aqui, ó.
Tá bom.
Achei pra gente filmar.
Okay guys, I will film my feet here because here we cannot film. So we're in a place where I can film again. Guys, I'm not going to say what was going on there, but I think you can guess. Wow. I think we're arriving in such a pretty place.
A outra vista.
A new point of view. So this is like the port, é o tipo o porto, né?
Isso, Porto do Rio de Janeiro, né?
It's like all the harbor thing where like, you know, all the industry things arrive here.
Ali é a cidade do samba, né? Ali de amarelo ali, né?
Here is like the fabric of samba.
Carnaval, né?
É uma fábrica, né?
É a fábrica do carnaval, né? Dali
Sim.
que sai o nosso carnaval.
Sim. Ali, there like the yellow building that is there is the fabric of all the carnival costumes and things. Even my friend, he worked there, he told me. Você já trabalhou lá, né?
Sim, Escola de Samba Vila Isabel. Foi o meu primeiro trabalho aqui no Rio.
E você tava fazendo os costumes, como que se fala?
Faculdade ainda?
Não, você tava fazendo tipo as roupas de carnaval?
Isso, eu tava sendo aderecista lá, né? Aderecista é quem faz os trajes, né? Carnaval, né?
So he was like sewing the things, you know, like costumes for carnaval. They are so nice, like costumes for like women that dance like samba, these kind of things. These kids that are on the rooftop, I'm dead. You know, if you live in a favela as a child, of course I'm not going to romanticize like it's ghetto, you know, people didn't live here by choice, but in the end it created like such a big culture. And yeah, I think you like have a strong sense of community here, and kids are always like hanging together freely because here nothing happened. There is no crime, there is no theft, there is not such things, you know. Everybody know each other, so you can just like let your kids around and, you know, it will be all safe. So also here you can do like guide visits. Like some guides can show you around and like explain all the things, just what I'm doing right now, but with the like professional guides. Look at these houses, they're like built one like over another, and it's like one house was built, then suddenly someone said, oh, what if I do my house up there? And another said, oh, I will do up there and up there. It's like these Harry Potter houses, you know, of Ronald Weasley, if you have the reference. We are all in the little streets here. Ali tá mais o quê?
Aqui você tá andando no interior da favela mesmo, né? Tem mais uma listinha lá na frente. E vamos ver aqui à esquerda. Tô te levando pra conhecer um pouco do interior da favela também, né?
Sim.
E mostrar só os pontos turísticos.
So here is more like the inner streets of the favela, not just the touristic parts, you know. E como que funciona aqui o lance tipo dos lixos? Quem é que...
Então, o lixo, a própria comunidade tem uns voluntários, né?
Sim.
Eles passam recolhendo. É um problema meio grave o lixo nas favelas do Rio de Janeiro, né? Porque não tem muita coleta, né? Tem muita acumulação, né?
Sim.
Então, ali a gente pode ver aonde a galera coloca ali, porque é meio crítico, né? Tem que ser mostrado porque...
Sim, é uma realidade também.
É uma realidade.
So I asked about the trash because here there is no roads where like trucks can pass to get all the trash. So Wesley told me that there are some volunteers that are cleaning up the favela, but it's still like a big issue because everywhere you can see like trashes, you know. There is no official collect from trashes as there is like everywhere else in the city. So this is your house. É a sua casa aqui, não?
Isso.
This is like Wesley home. Vamos visitar?
Vamos.
Okay.
Não repara muita bagunça.
Let's visit a house in Providência. Pode entrar?
Pode, tá aberto.
Ok. Licença.
Agora volta. Isso.
Okay, this is house of Wesley. This is like living room, kitchen, and this is bedroom. And here is terrace, but now it's like blocked, apparently. Quanto que tá um aluguel por aqui?
Eu tô pagando R$250.
R$250?
Mas em média 500, 600.
You know, this is the view. Wesley just told me that a rent here in the favela is like 250 reais, 300, 400, so it's more or less like from $50 to $70 a month. So it's like 1/4 of the minimum wage, so it makes sense, you know. This is why people live in favela here, because if you earn like a minimum wage, you cannot rent apartments in buildings, because this is like 2 or 3 times the minimum wage just for like a basic apartment. So here we are. E a água, como que tá o sistema de água e luz aqui?
E a água aqui ela é intermitente, né? Ela vem e para, ela chega de manhã e à noite. Sim. Aí você tem que ter uma caixa d'água, né? Senão você fica sem água ainda. Porque apesar de ser o centro da capital do Rio de Janeiro, tem essas diferenças, né? Lá, para além dos limites da favela, tem água, mas na própria favela mesmo, o morador ainda passa essa situação difícil até, né? Porque a água é essencial, né? A gente não vive sem água, né?
E a luz tá como?
A luz é 100%.
Mas não paga aqui, né?
Não paga nem luz nem água. Essa parte aqui da favela não. Por isso que eles alegam que falta muita água.
Sim. So I asked about the water, like the water system here, how it works, and Wesley just said that the water is a bit aleatory, like sometimes they can get water and sometimes it's like shut down, and because it's not the official like city system of water, it's like they get like water from rains too, because in case there is a shortage, like they can still, you know, take baths, this kind of things. But it happens quite often that there is like shortages and they cannot have water, this kind of things. And for the electricity, it's like free, you know, nobody here pays the electricity because... Por que ninguém paga a luz aqui?
Porque além de ser uma ocupação, né? Essa também, querendo ou não, é uma política de Estado, né?
Sim.
Que essas áreas menos favorecidas, onde o serviço público não chega muito,
sim.
Ainda eles têm essa prerrogativa de ter uma vida mais confortável, né? Para ter uma renda a mais, né? Porque a pessoa precisa muito, né, de alimentar, né? Aí por isso que não paga água.
A luz, ok.
Nem água nem luz.
So yeah, the electricity is like not paid because it's like occupation, you know. A favela is built like they occupied the hill and they started to build house without like buying lands, you know. So there is just a system where they got like cables for electricity and they just like give it to everyone. And I think the government actually kind of agree with this, because obviously this is like the less privileged area of the city, so it's just how it is, you know. Oh, Wesley!
Quer andar mais pouco?
Pode ser? Bora! Okay, there is even another floor. Let me show you. Posso subir?
Pode.
Okay, this is like second floor. It's still in construction. But if this is finished, this is gonna be so big house. With like so many bedrooms. But there is so many houses that are like in construction still. Because it takes so long, you know, to build all the construction materials from the street down there, the hill, to here. You need to carry it with hands, you know. So people, sometimes they just desist and they just like do it after, like years after. So guys, here also every Saturday night there is a baile funk. O que é baile funk?
Baile funk é a cultura de favela, né? É de origem da galera que veio migrando do Nordeste pra cá, né? Juntou uma sanfona com um triângulo, sim, com as batidas eletrônicas, aí o carioca inventou o funk, né?
Mas é carioca ou funk?
Isso, funk é carioca, cultura do Rio de Janeiro.
Okay, so every Saturday night there is baile funk, as I said, and it's like
baile aqui, ó.
It's like favela culture, you know, about like they organize a party.
Naquela rua ali, atrás do prédio ali, não dá pra ver daqui.
Não dá, we cannot see from here, but in the place like down there is like every once a week this party, and this is like the main aspect of culture of favela in Rio de Janeiro. People are, you know, this is like this rhythm. You can search online baile funk Brazil, and you will see it's like some, I don't want to say Afrobeat, but it's something like this that like comes from Nordeste and from Rio, and people are like dancing like crazy, like girls are twerking and this kind of things. But in the baile funk, I would love to show, but we cannot film. That's one of the big rule of baile funky. Like you cannot take photo and you cannot take video because maybe some criminals are there and they don't want to be filmed, you know? So I said like earlier about the trash system in the favela. So here is an example of sometimes it's not so clean. Like you can see all the trash is even up there, you know, like people don't have so many solutions. So often it gets like in the trash, you know, in the street, I mean. We are getting like some juice here because, you know, there is always this kind of small shops where you can like buy like basic ingredients like rice, you know, sweet things, cigarettes, what else? Yeah, like cachaça, alcohol, or this kind of like, this is guarana. It's so typical. Oi, boa tarde.
Quer tomar guaraná ou cerveja?
Não, eu quero tomar guaraná, tá de boa.
Só isso mesmo?
And this is like so typical drink from Rio, I swear. Guaraná.
É sua amiga, né? Tem coisa melhor que amigo?
Amigo é muito bom. Como
né?
é que é seu nome?
Mônica.
Mônica. Ela vai ser, tipo, a Mônica era uma moradora daqui. She's like living there and she's friend of my friend, so that's it, Mônica.
Prazer.
O que você faz da vida?
Ah, eu sou dona de casa e ajudo meu esposo no bar. Sou formada em técnica de enfermagem e cuidadora de idoso.
Onde que tá a sua casa?
Aqui.
Aqui mesmo?
É aqui.
She's living here in this house and she's like, she said she is like raising her kids, maybe this is like her daughter here, and she's like helping her husband in the shop. This is Monica's life. Obrigada.
Igualmente.
Bye. Tchau, tchau.
Tchau.
So we are arriving to this restaurant and I was warned not to film again. But he said in the restaurant I can film, just I cannot film a certain type of people. Like the one that don't want to. This restaurant is like Nordeste restaurant, you know, like the owner is from Nordeste, and Nordeste is like the place where the food is so good reputation, you know, like the best foods. So I can't wait. Guys, our food arrived. This is my chicken with like some peanuts or some onions, I don't know. Rice, of course beans like always, farofa, another chicken, and like this macaron and another beans. This looks so good. can't wait to eat now. I will do this. Depois usar isso pra servir o arroz. So always same food, you know, like get used to it. It's always rice and beans and salad and meat. This is like Brazil. If you go to Brazil and you wanna eat typical food, this is what you're going to eat. Same story. Then you put the beans over. Like there is a war in Brazil if we should put first the rice and the beans above, or first the beans and the rice above, you know? But I'm in this team. Then you put this farofa. Then you put this chicken like this. And I put everything above, like whatever I find, like olive oil. Tem pimenta, será? And this pimenta, like this, molho de pimenta. Okay, and then I will eat, guys. I show you after. We are back in the square, you know, this main place. We just ate. I couldn't finish all the food because it's too much. Every time they bring so much food in Brazil, like they bring for at least 2 people, you know. But it was so good, and now I'm so tired. I wanted to show you something like this. If you want to know about the revolutionary, like the story of Brazil, this woman is so important. This is Marielle, and she was like a politician, a revolutionary politician, because she is a woman, black woman, and she was gay, and she took her place there, even if she was not so welcome, you know. And she had so good idea for like to make Brazil like a more socially fair place, you know. And when Bolsonaro, like the president that was president for the last 4 years, got elected, she got assassinated. Like officially nobody knows by who, you know, but obviously a lot of people already have an idea, because she was disturbing the current social order in Brazil that is like governed by white men, by like the people that are descending from Europeans, you know, that have like been controlling the Brazil since the invasion actually. So now there is so many people that there is so many places that you can see Marielle with this photo of her, because she was an icon, especially for the people that come from the favela, you know, and also from like the black people and the LGBT community. So Marielle Franco, you should search for this woman, because her story is so sad and so representative also of like the racial and social reality of Brazil, you know. The missionary people just passed by with drums. Now we are heading to one of the last places that we are going to see. But before, I want to show you this little square. Vibe! That's like a skate park. Everybody's playing here. So yeah, we are going to see a place that was built by the Portuguese. É lugar que foi construído pelos portugueses.
Já é uma, né?
So like these houses are like built by the Portuguese people, and they look kind of different than the other favela houses that we were seeing before.
Aqui pra baixo a maioria é construção portuguesa.
And like from here to down the hill, this is the hill that I took when I took the moto taxi, you know. And from here to down there, it's all like the Portuguese houses, the first houses that were here even before that the favela was invaded, you know. So now we got down all the favela and we are down there. It's already end of the day, and I wanted to correct something that I said earlier about when this Favela Providência was built. It was actually like in the 19th century, after the slave got like free, the people that were enslaved, right, they got like freed by the Brazilian government. they invaded this place because the government didn't give them any resources. So this is something that I didn't mention, but that is like so important to understand why favela started to exist, you know. It's because these people didn't have lands, didn't have any like financial or material like reparation for like all these centuries of slavery. So this is how the Providência favela was built. So that's it, guys. I'm going to close the vlog here with my friend Wesley that is here. Thank you so much. Muito obrigado. And that is it, guys. Like, thank you so much for watching my video, and please subscribe because this is helping me so much. And I will soon post more content of Rio de Janeiro. If you have anything that you would like to see, please comment and I will try to answer. And this is it, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.